Hey VC, how's everybody doing? Jack here. Welcome to another edition of Vinyl Martini. I'm going to show you some records that I picked up in that collection that I've just purchased a couple of weeks ago. Promise I'm not going to run as long this time. This will be part 2. So let's get started. How about some ZZ Top? Eliminator. It's probably the time that I stopped listening to them, but there's a lot of hits on these records. Hey man, I got 2 of them. I don't know why there's 2 here, but there's like I said, I think there's 3 or 4 collections here. Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man, Legs. This turned them into superstars, especially with the videos that went with it. Next up, Bob Welch's. I think this is Bob Welch's first album. Bob Welch used to be the singer and songwriter for Fleetwood Mac. This is called French Kiss, released in 1977. I already have a copy of this, but it's probably an upgrade. It's a pretty good record, actually. Bob's a fine writer and a fine singer. How about some sap rock? How about Air Supply? I don't recognize any of the songs on this, but I'm sure there was at least 1 or 2 hits that I'll recognize when I throw it on the turntable. The Best of Bread. I mean, these guys sold buckets full of records. Make It With You, Everything I Own, Baby I'ma Want You, If, and on last song on side 2, they do a version of Truckin'. I don't know if that was a hit for them, but it's only 2 minutes and 31 seconds. So an abbreviated version of that Grateful Dead classic. How about David Clayton Thomas's first record? This is David Clayton Thomas and the Shays A Go-Go. Do a lot of blues covers on here. David Clayton Thomas, some more Canadiana for you. This was, I don't know the date on this, but I am guessing by the suits and ties, probably around 1968, 1967. And the hit song on this was Walk That Walk, which I don't really recognize, but it does Stormy Monday, Howlin' for My Darlin', Boom Boom, Tobacco Road. Yeah. David Clayton Thomas, and it's in good shape. This is Aaron Mutha Alamar's, one of his favorite artists. How about some Burton Cummings? This is called Woman Love. And here he is with his porn stash. And this is Dreams of a Child. Break It to Them Gently is on here. Guns, Guns, Guns. Those were 2 big hits here in Canada. I'm sure they got played in the States as well. How about Hit Parade? It's an album by the Shadows. Not the British Shadows, the American Shadows. So they do covers of A World Without Love, Chapel of Love, My Guy, Walk On By, People, Bits and Pieces. It's on Arc Records. This is one I don't get. This is one that doesn't get shown on the VC very often. How about King Curtis live at the Fillmore West? Nice condition. There's King Curtis there. Fine saxophonist. He's got a great band here. Billy Preston is on organ. Cornell Dupree is on guitar. And Bernard Purdy is on drums. And Pancho Morales is on conga drums. So should be pretty good. It's on Atco. I think it's around 1969. Again, I did not check the dates on these records. How about John Denver's start? The Mitchell Trio, Alive. Any John Denver fans out there? There he is, right in the middle. That's where he got his start before he became a huge star, as Donald Trump would say. This is, I think, a local band, maybe a Vancouver Island band. This band called Comox and Friends. Comox is a city about maybe 3 hours north of me, on the east side of Vancouver Island. It's recorded in Vancouver, so I'm sure that either they're a Vancouver band or a Vancouver Island band. How about some Rick Wakeman? This is my first Rick Wakeman album. This is Tales of the Myths and Legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Gets shown a lot of Rick Wakeman fans. Here's one that I don't see around very often. My friend had it a long time ago. This is Lord Sutch and Heavy Friends. Lord Sutch was an actual lord. He ran for Parliament a couple of times. Did not make it. He's British, of course. But listen to the lineup on this one. Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Jeff Beck, Noel Redding, and Nicky Hopkins. Now that's quite a lineup, but as I recall, the record did not live up to its expectations, but I will give it a spin. Lord Sutch. Roger Daltrey, Under a Raging Moon. I probably have a copy of this, but this is a mint copy. I might switch it out. Again, I have this as well, Jackson Browne, Running on Empty. This is a mint copy. Probably better than the one I have. How about some Yvonne Elliman? She, I think she was in the movie version of Jesus Christ Superstar. She is a backing vocalist. She's backed Eric Clapton and a number of other artists. I've got one of her solo records. This is my second solo record. It includes the smash single, If I Can't Have You. I don't recognize that song, so I don't know how much of a smash single it was, but I'm not very good with titles, but maybe it'll come back to me. This band got a huge boost. I think Bruce Springsteen said it was one of his favorite emerging bands. He said that in an interview in Rolling Stone or something like that. But The Knack, their debut album, Get the Knack, My Sharona's on here, Maybe Tonight. This got a lot of record airplay and sold huge numbers. Well, I just don't have one copy. I've got 3 copies. And actually I got 4 copies because I've got this in my collection. I haven't played it in years, but maybe I'll give it another spin. Make some good gifts, don't you think? How about some ELO? A New World Record. Nice copy, nice. Got the inner. This is a pretty good record. I'm an ELO fan. I already have this, of course, but it's got Telephone Line, So Fine, Living Thing, Do Ya, and Shangri-La. Good record. Make a great gift. ELO's Greatest Hits. I already have this as well, but it's got some bangers on here. If you're not an ELO fan or you don't want to have all their records, I highly recommend, I can't talk today, I highly recommend this album. You got that, you've probably got all the hits you need. And I have been slagging this band. I haven't been slagging this band, but I think I included them in 5 bands that will never be in my collection. Well, I take it back. The Police. Zenyatta Mandata. This is my first Police album. It's not that I hate the band so much. It's just I do not like Sting's vocals. His vocals are a little high for me. But I'm gonna be keeping this. Gary, Steve, Mike the PC31. They love the Police. Who doesn't? How about John Lennon, Double Fantasy? Just Like Starting Over. This was released just before he was murdered. I think I might have this in my collection, but I'll be swapping my copy out because it's probably pretty banged up. This is a mint copy. Probably first press. Billy Joel, The Stranger. Man, he sold a lot of these records. It's actually a pretty good record. I have it in my collection. I don't play my Billy Joel records very often, but I got 2 nice copies of it. Again, gifts. Well, this is another pretty good record by Billy Joel, 52nd Street. But I don't have just 1 copy or 2 copies. I have 4 copies. Plus I have 1 in my collection, I think. So I have 5 copies. This collection just keeps on giving. Some more Canadiana. Trooper, Flying Colors. I don't recognize any of these as hits. I'm sure there is a hit on there that I will recognize. Like I said, I don't remember titles very well. These are party pleasers. Good record to throw on when you have people over for a couple of drinks. How about Billy Idol's first record? Rebel Yell. Mint condition. Yeah, got the sleeve. There's the picture of Billy. The Snarler. The Snark. Rebel Yell was the big hit off here. Don't have any Billy Idol records, but now I do. And how are we doing for time? I'm going to stop there, actually. So we're at 10 minutes exactly. I am going to do, thanks for watching. I'm going to do another video on Christmas Eve. I'm going to do some more letters for the alphabet thread. Thank you for watching. Give me a like, send me a comment. Love the comments. That's what we live for. I'm going to let you go because people are dropping a lot of videos before Christmas. So I don't want to make this too long and I want to get out of your face. So I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.